guys, happy vlog, happy Friday. It's about 3:30. I'm looking for my dog. She's outside. Okay, you know what I feel like right now? That one friend that you text like a month ago, and then she was busy when you text her, so she's like, I'll text later. But then like too many days went by to just text out of the blue, and then you get embarrassed or a little bit full of shame, and you're like, okay, I don't even know how to text back. If I told you guys the grand summary of how things have been over here, it would just make this vlog 7 hours long. And I just don't want to get into it. You know, it hasn't been bad, it's just been nuts. And a little bad. Oh, there she is. Come on, little miss. Come on, little miss. So I'm a brunette again. All right, before we get into it, before we get into all the details, it is gonna be a super fun, very fun weekend. Today is Friday, it's 3:30. I'm waiting for Parker to get home from work because we are gonna go to a Rangers baseball game. So like the big fancy stadium. I don't know, I mean, I've been here forever. The stadium opened while I was here and I've actually never been to it. So it's gonna be a little triple date, just Parker, Daniel, and I are gonna go to the game because Mateo and his dad have this really important practice for his middle school. Before we get into the weekend vlog, I did want to say thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this vlog, you guys. I remember I was like, should I go back and watch the vlogs to see where you guys left off? Because I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I'm missing. Like, I don't even remember where we left off. And as I was going back through my camera, like I tried to pick up my vlog camera for weeks, and I have these little tidbits of vlog from different weeks, like just 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and I was just gonna mash it all together, but I was like, this is really depressing. I'm not sure you would find that interesting. I don't know where to put you guys because I'm anticipating us getting home super late, so I want to not be super behind on what I need to do. And one of the tricks that I actually learned was to pre-fill my water bottle for my AG1 in the mornings. Plus, I enjoy it, somehow I enjoy it more when the water's like extra chilled. So I pre-fill the water, I put it in the fridge, and then that's ready to go. So in the morning, I just scoop it out. So you guys have heard me talk about AG1 in the past. I want to sort of get into it now, but I'll also talk about it maybe later in the vlog. But if you guys were meaning to subscribe, or if you've heard people talk about it, for me, it's one of those things that the proof is in the pudding. I need to try things before I recommend anything to you guys. And I also need to make sure that it works. So sure, there are some things that I'll taste them. Hey, it's yummy. Sure, go ahead and try it. But then there are other things that you really want to give time so that you can be a testament to the efficacy, right? So for me, I have to do a really deep, dark confession. I stopped drinking coffee, oh man, probably like 3 months ago, maybe longer. I wish I had put it in my calendar. And I know that's kind of weird because now I have to rethink my entire branding. Just kidding, I would never do that. So yeah, I stopped drinking coffee. So I try not to take medication on days when I'm just trying to have a normal life. But there are some days where I really struggle a lot. And I struggle a lot with motherhood. I struggle a lot with being an entrepreneur that takes on way more than she can do on her own. I struggle a lot being home during the summer. So sometimes it does help me to take focus medication, but I really don't like the way it makes me feel when I drink coffee or tea or things like that. It's just not a good combination. In fact, it's a terrible combination. So I made the decision to just, you know what? I need to not do this to myself anymore. I'm an adult. I need to have willpower. I don't have willpower. I should, but I struggle. And so I just decided, you know, I told Parker, I'm like, look, I love you making me coffee in the mornings. It's so romantic. It's kind of like him leaving me a little pebble, you know, like penguins leaving me a little pebble in the house. And I just didn't like the way it made me feel. So I just stopped cold turkey. And I didn't really notice myself missing anything in life. I mean, I noticed myself feeling great, and I was like, wow, is this really what they mean about quitting caffeine, how it's so bad for you, and that, you know, it just, your life is amazing? No, I don't think that's what it is. What I think happened was I was drinking my AG1 every morning, like first thing in the morning when I just wake up, and for some reason, I don't know why it took me this long to connect the dots, it's given me this like clean, steady burst of energy. Not to be confused with focus, just energy. So you know how some days you wake up and you're like, today's not it. I'm just not. Am I getting sick? Am I getting my period? Like, what's going on? No, I mean, just this, like, no peaks and valleys, just consistent energy, just overall wellness, just overall feeling good. And something really hard happened to me when I fell off the face of the earth with vlogs, with my personal family. And, you know, I just decided the kids are about to finish school, summer's around the corner. My heart is hurting a little bit right now. And I just need to be here. I need to be me. I need to be mom. I need to be present. And I really need to get through. And so to be able to navigate all of those big feelings and prioritize my well-being, I really thought that it's going to hit me a lot harder than it has. And I've been able to navigate things really well. And I think what really helps is that I have that consistent stream of energy. I don't have that like up and down, up and down, up and down because, you know, I'm feeling sad, or today's a good day, or today's a stressful day, or I have a deadline. And I've talked about AG1 in the past, and I wanted to talk about it again because it's one thing to say, do this, I recommend it, we're friends, and you take my advice, versus I appreciate our friendship. We're all friends here. I'm recommending this to you because, oh my God, it has made me feel so good. And it's just been a rock in my corner. It's been my rock. It's been fighting in my corner. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm terrible when... So speaking of AG1, I just ordered my little travel packs. Oh, actually, this is a great opportunity for me to show you. So do you guys remember not too long ago, I was telling you we have our very first family vacation trip. It's a trip. The kids are going, it's a trip. We have our very first family trip. It's less than a month away. So I ordered these so that I stay on point while I'm out of town, indulging in amazingness. That is Cancun. So these are the travel packs. So actually, if you guys have been meaning to try AG1, you guys please try it. I'm telling you, it has been a miracle in my life. So if you guys have been meaning to try it, I will throw up a QR code here on the screen. There will also be a link in the description box. So if you sign up for the AG1 subscription, you will get a year supply of the D3 plus K2 supplement and 5 of the travel packs so that, you know, you're ready for your trip. I just had to get the big daddy, you know, I need more than 5. It's for me and the P. So all that information for AG1 will be listed in the description box. So you know I'm not a skeptic. I'm not a science-y type person. I'm more of a, how are you feeling? Are your feelings nice or not nice? And so one of the reasons that I was somewhat of a skeptical person when it came to AG1 was learning that they are constantly putting their formula through research studies. And the results keep coming back amazing. And I'm like, can I be a part of one of those research studies? Can we talk about my feelings? Because it's been incredible. You guys, I can't stress this enough. I feel like I need to sit down and like talk to my friends, because although this vlog is sponsored by AG1, it feels like a secret I have to tell my friends. You know, to me it feels silly, and it's maybe not something to laugh about, but it makes me giggle a little bit because, yeah, sure, it helps in my digestion. Sure, it's like my daily vitamin now. All of that jazz that you're supposed to do, you know, to take care of your adult body that's slowly failing on you every day. And yeah, all of those things are true. Yeah, sure. You know what? Look at my skin. It's freaking radiant. It's probably because I'm a little tan. Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I'm a little sunburned right now, but man, it's just, it makes me a little bit, maybe cynical is the right word. This is why I needed to take a break from YouTube. It makes me cynical in a way because I'm like, I'm taking one little scoop of powder and 8 ounces of water in the mornings, and I feel amazing. And it's just, I want my friends to try it. Anyway, that's my spiel on AG1. Like I said, QR code, you'll get the D3 plus K2 supplements, a year supply. You'll get 5 free travel packs, and you will hopefully thank me for it, you guys. I guess at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, it tastes good. Oh, and you can put like a splash of almond milk in it and make it look like a little latte. No, you know, it just, it works. It works, and it has really just, it's really helped me out, you guys. We have been on the struggle bus with the transition from school to summer break to just a bunch of big changes happening around here with baseball for the summer now, and Daniel starting on a new team. Parker working the same amount of hours he was when we left off. Like, he left today at 3:30 in the morning. He's still not home. And we have to leave around 5 to be an hour away at the stadium to watch a baseball. That man's gonna fall asleep in his seat. Our vacation is coming up. Oh, our dog sitter that we hired, that came highly recommended from my hairdresser, Katie, just flaked out on us last minute. So we had to meet this total stranger, and now I'm really nervous about leaving her with him because, like, I don't know him from Adam, and she's like my last little baby left. You know, it's been so much stuff. But what I will say is this: you guys are still placing your cute little Etsy orders. Look at this. You guys have like the best ideas. And you know what the cool thing is? I had this realization the other day about Etsy is, while I have Etsy because I'm a creative, I feel like Etsy is sort of a group project that we do together. So maybe you're a creative too, or maybe you're not a creative and you need someone like me, but regardless, it's something we do together. So it's like we're doing a group project together, and you give me your ideas and we kind of play with it, and then we come up with awesome gifts for your friends or for Pride or whatever's on your mind, like interacting with you guys. I think that's one of the things that is very, I don't know, one of the secret blessings from Etsy is that I get to interact with you guys parasocially. So it doesn't feel like there's that really big gaping YouTube hole in my heart, because I'm still getting that opportunity to interact with you guys. But it's also, it might be a crutch, you know, where I need to not hold on to that so much so that I can come back sooner. It's just been really hard. It's just been with tournaments. And like I said, the last time we left off, it was the end of the school year where teachers thought it was a great idea to have like thousands of middle of the day activities that they require parents to be at, to witness, or to volunteer at, like just in the middle of the day. And you guys, we've had the worst storms here, and they have directly affected us. And it's just been so much. So it was really hard to get back on that wagon, but I don't know, something about this Etsy order and, you know, the AG1 packets and like kind of connecting the dots. You know, when you're living your life and all of this stuff is going on, just being able to connect the dots, you know, having that realization, being able to connect the dots and connecting the dots with Etsy and chatting with you guys and having that parasocial relationship interaction instead of Instagram or YouTube. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to really figure things out. But life gets so loud and so busy that you really have to shut it down. You know, if you do something like what I do for work, you can't really just turn down the volume. It's not something where you're like, it's too loud in here, let me just turn down you have to turn it off. Like, you just have to completely turn it off, reevaluate what's going on before you feel good or safe enough to just turn it right back on. And it was really hard for me to come back, and especially because I'm talking to you about this right now, because One thing that after doing social media and YouTube for almost 10 years, let me just show you, Teacher of the Year. One of you guys, awesome friend, you guys, if you are friends with Daisy in San Diego, man, you are so lucky to have a friend like her in your corner. So she ordered custom keychains for her 2 teacher friends, which such a doll, you guys. Like what a blessing to have friends like that, So she kind of gave me a couple of ideas. We played with it together, went back and forth. Look at these cuties. Oh my goodness. We kind of played with it back and forth, and I sat here to wrap them up and ship them out. But, one of the things I don't think ever get used to, the way it makes me feel, is when someone leaves a comment on any of my socials that speaks about me like I'm not there. So I had this person that like spam commented, a bunch of you guys that were like, where are you? I miss you. Like, what's going on, stranger? Or whatever. Like sweet comments, and I check in from time to time just to make sure things aren't falling apart. And the comment was something like, oh, I knew she was going to do this. When she started to do her little glittery, sparkly things with Etsy, I knew that, I love her videos, but, and it's just, don't talk about me like I'm not there. If you're going to leave a comment, assume I'm going to read it, because not only is it extremely rude, it actually hurts my feelings, because I'm not an appliance or a vacuum. Sure, I'm a source of entertainment for you, but it's free to watch me. It's free to consume my content. And if you feel some type of way about it, that's okay. But I don't like feeling like a thing or an object that can be spoken about. You know what it almost feels like? Like I'm a ghost and I'm watching you guys talk about me. And I don't mean you guys. I mean, whoever this person is. Like, talk about me. And I'm like, hello, I'm right here. Like, don't say those things. Or if you really want to say those things, say them to me directly. And then maybe you'll actually get a response, But it's just all these, like the same comment. Was she doing her little glittery business, her little keychain business? I knew she was going to do this to us. I love her videos, but it's just, you guys, if you follow people on socials, like they're humans. They don't deserve to be treated that way. Like they're not there. We're here for consumption, but we're also not here for consumption. You know what I mean? Like, let us decide how we want to cannibalize our life, but enjoy it for what it is. And that's it. There's no sense of ownership or possession or entitlement. That makes us feel pretty yucky. So, I would see this person, it was the same person too, just keep coming back to keep leaving this type of comment. And I'm like, obviously with all the therapy I've gotten throughout the years, it makes me take a pause and learn, what she's really saying is she's upset. She misses my content and she's acting out. But we're all adults here, and we can miss stuff. And, I don't get mad at the double because he decided to be old and pass away, my chihuahua. I don't lash out about that. They're just facts of life. And as we grow up and we become self-aware and we learn about ourselves and we love ourselves and everyone around us, we learn that it's just one of those things that happens. And we're grateful that it happened. And we're grateful when it returns, if it returns. And if it never returns, we can still remain grateful in the memory of what it made us feel, right? It just seems so extra and unnecessary. And every time I was like, okay, let me I'm not ready for this. I don't want to deal with this crap right now. Like I have so much going on, from just personally, and I don't want, my kids are fine. My kids are healthy. My marriage is great. My husband's still hot and handsome. All that stuff is great. It's just all the other personal part of my life is it exploded in a way. And so just feeling defeated and on high alert all the time is not a very comfortable way to feel all the time. Do you see all that PR that I have that I need to open? Imagine that pile, but like metaphorically, my house, my feelings, my everything. Luckily, like I said, I haven't had that like crazy up and down mood or spike in energy, just consistent. It's just been nice to just be regular in all aspects, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? So anyway, I need to wrap up these keychains so we can drop them off at the post office on our way to the game. We're going to a baseball game in Arlington. And then tomorrow, Parker and I are celebrating our anniversary, which, like, how has it been another year already? You know, that's nuts. And then Sunday we have more baseball stuff to do. So I'm hoping Parker's gonna be here soon because I don't know how he's gonna stay awake, alive, alert. Should probably text him, huh? So it's gonna be a fun, exciting weekend. Oh my gosh, you guys know. Let me tell you what I did. So this is kind of what's been happening. So I'm kind of trying to get my ducks in a row for our trip because I'm not just going on a trip, right? I'm taking kids on a trip. And the other person that's going with me is another adult, but he's a boy. And I don't hate to be a misogynist or a sexist, but they just pack for themselves, you know? And they don't think like, what is my child going to need? So I've essentially been planning or packing for 3 kids. And so in the process of doing that, no, I didn't move into this room. This is all the stuff that I decluttered. So my son Mateo and I, he's my barnacle. I could tell him, hey, I have to go count single grains of rice that are in 10-pound bags. You want to do it with me? Okay, Mom. Like, he's my little barnacle. So it's nice that he's 12 now because he can help me, but I was finally able to do what I've wanted to do since last summer. Do you guys remember? We spoke about this last summer. If you remember, you remember. So last summer I said, oh, I'm getting the rack ready. The only way, I went up the stairs and I'm so out of breath because it is so hot up here. You guys, the weather has been a disaster. Anyway, all of that to say is probably at some point this weekend, I'm going to photograph some of this stuff and put it on my Poshmark because your girl, I'm a hustler, you know, like this is who I am. I went into my closet and I tried on every single article of clothing that I own and every single pair of shoes that I own. And that's all that I was able to declutter. It's still a lot of stuff that I have, but now I need to figure out how and when to list it on Poshmark because a lot of it is like winter stuff. I also need to figure out where I can resell a lot of my luxury handbags. Didn't make her bed. Parker's gonna be so cringed out when he gets home today. I need to figure out where to sell some of my luxury bags. What else do I need to do? But I mean, I feel like it looks pretty great, right? Like pretty condensed. I'm at the point where I'm happy with my results. It's even organized. I tried on everything, you guys, and I was like, wow, why am I still holding on to this? So I tried on everything, but I still need to try on what's in there and what's in my dresser. And that's like shorts, pants, bathing suits, leggings, especially like workout leggings, because right now I'm in this really odd stage in my life where I'm convinced I'm in perimenopause. Like I've never been more convinced of something in my life. So that's been a really fun adjustment. The other thing is I haven't gained enough weight to fit into an 8 and the 6 isn't comfortable. So let me rewind. That was unnecessarily complicated. I'm between a 6 and an 8 when it comes to sizes. And I'm okay with that. I'm not saying like, oh my God, I'm mad shit. No, I'm not complaining about my weight. I'm not complaining about my figure. I'm complaining about me putting myself in a position where I'm in between sizes. Because that's not okay. Like, why can't I just be, I could be just an 8. I'm okay with that. Like just, I'm okay not being a 6. It's just been hard because, you know, trying everything on and kind of learning how things fit me now. I'm like, why would I want to hold on to this? Which was nice because it validated my sentiment of I really need to try everything on. Because otherwise I wouldn't have known that like, I haven't worn this in forever. It doesn't fit me anymore. I don't like how it looks. Or you know what else has been super fun? My train of thought. I've been watching Ghost Whisperer. Wow, that show is so corny, but I will forever ever be a Jennifer Love Hewitt fan. Like growing up, I was like, oh, I want to be Jennifer Love Hewitt. If I could possess a body and like a face and like I don't even know if that's what her real personality is like, but have you noticed that every role character, whatever she plays, she's just someone that you want to be friends with? Like she's just easygoing. She's like low conflict. Everyone likes her. She's nice and bubbly and sweet and like never feels rage. Plus her adorable whole everything. Anyway, so I've been watching Ghost Whisperer as I like do Etsy, or I clean the house, or I try stuff on for like, I think it took Mateo and I almost 8 hours. Like, it was like a full day's work to try everything on. He was helping me like load it, take it upstairs, and, you know, change hangers and everything. Watching that show, it was like a time warp for me where I was like, I had those pants. Wore that shirt. Why did we wear baby dolls as shirts? Do you guys remember that? It looked like a baby doll, and it was the length of a baby doll. So it was like longer than a tunic, but you wore it with bell-bottom jeans. Because I did that. And so watching this show, I'm like, wow, how long ago was that? And then you look at the production date. Don't do that. It hurts your feelings. I will be 40 this year, and I will officially stop saying I'm almost 40. I will now start saying I am 40, and I don't know what to do, but I know what I want to do is something big. And I don't want to trap my family into faking I don't want anything, don't do anything for me, or the usual woe is me, everyone forgets about my birthday. No, like I want to be like, it's going to be my birthday and this is what we're going to do, and it's going to be nuts. I don't know if it's a trip, I don't know if it's a party, I don't know what, but I know I want to do something really special. So I have some time to figure that out. You know what I don't have time for right now is to continue chatting with you guys, because I don't even know what the plan is. Let me see if my man's replied. I was like, are you going to be able to rally tonight? Because it's an hour away, man. He says, I feel good. Thumbs up. Well, that's good. I'm looking forward to it. This is what I'm wearing because I've never been there, but I know it's not outdoors. I've only been to one MLB baseball game here in Dallas, which was at the Choctaw, whatever. So it was outdoor. It was in July. I died. We left halfway through, you know, just couldn't get into it because I was dying. This one is indoor, I believe. So I might need a jacket. They also don't have a bag policy like the Cowboy Stadium where it has to be clear and small and this. I mean, they do have a bag policy, but it could be like 16 inches big or something. And my purse is small. I feel like I've given you guys enough of a baby summary for now, at least to hold you guys over until my next check-in. But like I say in every one of these vlogs is I love hanging out with you guys and I miss you. And it makes me feel good to know that you notice when I'm not there. What I wish I could selfishly modify is to make any of you worried. You know what I mean? Like that came out wrong. What I wish I could modify is I love that you miss me. I mean, yeah, any person, whoever says they don't is lying. Selfishly, my ego is massaged if you guys miss me and notice I'm gone. But if I could, in a perfect world, design the way you miss me, it would be to be able to somehow newsletter you guys and say, I'm okay, please don't worry, I'm okay, everything's good, we're figuring stuff out. Sure, there's a little leak in this window and that window and our roof is leaking and a lot of on fire right now, but I will be okay because this is who I am. I'm always okay. And I may not be okay consistently and I may not be okay in that moment, but eventually it all kind of makes sense. And so luckily I've become that type of person that is resilient enough to understand that I'm just going to sit in this mess for right now. I'm just going to let it happen. And then when I'm ready to get out, I'll climb out and we'll talk about it or not and move on, because that's how life is. Kind of like these size 8 shorts that are just falling off my stomach. But it's either that or like wedgie, camel toe, all the things. You know, when you sit in shorts and you're like, that's not yeah, I'd rather them be loose. So, all right, I'm waiting for my hottie to come home. Then we'll go scoop up my little man. I don't know. I've never been to the stadium, so I'm like really excited, which is kind of dorky because I'm a baseball mom now. And I want to know what you guys think about my hair. It's taken me a minute to get used to, but this is what I'm supposed to look like. This is what God designed. So Parker, you know, my husband's a Virgo and he likes what he likes, and he's always made it a point to say he loves me as a blonde, or not so much a blonde, but like, you know, light hair color. He's always made it a point to say that. And so when I came home with this, he was like, oh, do you like it? And I was like, yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. Honestly, the decision of my hair was based solely on the fact that I said, I need to simplify my life at the moment. I need to block your number. I need to block your number. I need to simplify my hair. I need it short. I need to be able to dry it, make it cute in an instant. I need to be tan again. So I'm going to take some sun. Plus the sun makes me feel really good. I need to devote so much of my time and attention, and I mean literal no phone attention with my kids, because they are 9 and 12. And when I close my eyes, they're just bigger and older. And it just seems like I'm losing time, you know? And I don't even know why I'm getting emotional saying that. But this specific summer has hit me so hard, just spending so much, like we get up together, we eat together, we play games together, we go and ride our bikes together. Like I am being a child with them. I think they are helping me with my inner child. I think this is my little Dani summer. And I'm just with them all the time. And it feels amazing. And they're growing up so fast that this is my summer. I think that's why I'm so excited, because I'm letting myself be a kid, you know? And Daniel was so cute, you guys. So he texted me last night. He was at Dad's house. He texted me last night and he was like, get ready, because they have cotton candy and they have pretzels and they have burgers. Oh, mom, get ready, because they have cheeseburgers. Like he kept saying, get ready. And his excitement about going to a game, and keep in mind, they go to baseball games, like not just their own baseball games, but like professional MLB games, at least 4 times a month. At least. They go out of town. Like they just got back from San Francisco to go to their games. The 2 teams that are there, Oakland and San Francisco. I don't know. This is the difference. They just got back from a trip. They go out of town just to go to these games. And for my little 9-year-old son to be doing the thing that he does the most with his dad, and he just can't even control his excitement, even though he's lived it 1,000 times. I'm doing something right here, you guys. I'm doing something right. And while other parts of my life may not be exactly where I want them to be, I'm okay right now. I'm okay with the way things are. I feel at peace. And I'm also comfortable with letting things just unfold in the way that it's meant to unfold. I don't feel that yearning to be in control for answers or what's going to happen. You know, I'm at that point where I'm like, you know, what's the worst that has happened? And when have I ever been able to actually control things? So what if I actually just stay present and stay in this moment, enjoy my life, enjoy my kids, enjoy my little baby dog, and just exist and live, like be present and live and enjoy what's going on despite everything going on. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I think my terrible coping skill that I learned with the life that I've had is, if something terrible would happen, I was of the mentality of, I gotta feel my feelings, because that's what therapy told me. I can't sweep this under the rug. I gotta feel my feelings. I gotta be in the moment. But feeling my feelings was like this little thundercloud, right? Like this little storm cloud. And so everywhere I would go, I was carrying those feelings, because I'm feeling them. I'm feeling them, even though, you know, this terrible thing has happened. I'm carrying them around, and it's a yucky little cloudy storm following me around everywhere. Whereas I can feel my feelings, maybe put it in my pocket for a little bit later when I feel sad, or I see a commercial that makes me sad, or I watch a movie where like a mom and daughter have a great relationship or whatever, you know, and feel sad in that moment. But I could still be happy in that moment with what's actually going on. It's like coexisting. A sad feeling and a happy feeling can coexist without the need for control or the need to have it polarize your entire life in that moment. So with that said, I am going to feel my happy feelings at a baseball game, eat my own weight in hot dogs, which, fun fact about me, I love hot dogs, and enjoy my little 9-year-old that really never gets a date with Mom and Parker because, you know, his older brother's always around. And I think this is going to be a great experience to just kind of accept that we need to take these kids out separately and enjoy them separately and just get to know their own little personalities and just be present. So I may throw in a little clip here or there, maybe a picture or two from us at the game, but I fully intend to be little Dani at the game with my handsome husband and my amazing little 9-year-old baby boy and have some fun. And I think this vlog intro, wow, it's 40 minutes? Parker's gonna get home and be like, what did you do since you text me? I was just talking to my friends. Anyway, you guys, I will check in with you guys later, and hopefully this does not just turn into one long pontification about feelings like my vlogs usually do. Do you want to see my sunburn? Do you want to see what I did to myself the other day? Can you see? Yeah, it'll be worth it. morning, happy Saturday. It's about 9:30. It should be criminal to be awake and fully dressed and ready this early. Just saying. It feels good though, like to get it out of the way. Do you guys remember we were talking about that a few videos ago where I said, like, you know, sure, it feels like a chore to get ready and put your face on and do all the things. Just seeing if we have any customers in our little squirrel feeders. Like, sure, it feels like a chore, like, oh, I don't really want to. But then when you do it, you're like, oh, hey, there she is. There's my friend. Okay, the game yesterday was just, let me finish. Okay, let me finish my full thought. It was an awful game, literal game. It was a very long walk. We had never been to that stadium, park, whatever before. Holy crap, like a city can change so much in a couple of years. And then they wore their uniforms, like my least favorite uniforms that the Rangers have. I've learned so much since the boys playing baseball, but apparently they're wearing their City Connect uniforms, which are so ugly. Like Texas is such an America state and it's so patriotic and they have so many really pretty uniforms, but the City Connect uniform reminds me so much of like Oakland. It's beige and black and it has old English letters. It's just not Texas at all. I'm sure there's a story behind it. I'm sure it means something and maybe I'm curious to find out, but that still wouldn't change the fact that I don't appreciate how not cute it is. Have you guys seen the San Diego Padres City Connect uniforms? Now you're talking. Look it up, you guys. They are so cute. Okay, so the game was awesome. We got home at 10:30, which is I usually let the boys stay up around 10:30 during the summer, during the weekend. And so we got home at 10:30, so it wasn't like, oh, crazy late or anything. And, you know, I put Daniel to bed and I was like, thank you, buddy, for taking me to a Rangers game. Like, I specifically chose those words, for taking me to a Rangers game. You guys, he got all excited in his little pajamas and he was like, I'm so glad you liked it, Mom. It was so sweet. We had the best time. I know the point of what that adventure was accomplished. You know, we weren't going to see a game. We weren't going to like fill our afternoon with an activity. We weren't trying to, I don't know, help co-parent with Daniel while he did the other thing with Mateo. Like, it wasn't about that. It was, we were supposed to make this memory together and just have this experience. And it was awesome. I loved it. It was really great. And it was nice that, you know, Parker, despite being awake since 3:30 in the morning, could rally and come with us. But you know what else is really exciting? Why do these like ridiculous things make me happy and excited? Let me see where I can put you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So I told you that I decluttered my entire master closet, like the entire thing. And while sure, some of the pieces that I plan on listing on Poshmark would probably do better, sell faster if I put them on myself and then you guys can see what they look like. There are some other things that are, you know, pretty self-explanatory and it would be a lot faster for me to be able to do it on a dress form during summer when the boys are here and the house is super noisy and our schedule is all over the place. I'm so discombobulated because I fell into this beautiful routine in the mornings, getting up at 5, you know, doing my AG1, doing Etsy for a couple hours, and the boys waking up, packing their lunches, feeding them breakfast, taking them to school, coming back. Like, it was a really smooth routine. And now that we're on summer, it's like, yeah, might as well set the house on fire. So anyway, I ordered this. I'm not expecting it to change my life because it was like $40, but I feel like it's definitely a good investment if it's going to allow me that freedom to keep working even while the kids are here and the house is like bananas. You know what I mean? So we are supposed to leave around 9 and take little man to dad's, back to dad's. So a while ago, I would say like a couple of years ago, I had an event with It Cosmetics. I was invited to an event with It Cosmetics. And part of the event, and it was here in Dallas, part of the event was having a custom hat made by this shop that's relatively local. It's in Canton, which is almost an hour away. What is it with us in this weekend, everything being an hour away? I mean, it is Dallas, so no matter where you go, everything's going to be at least 30 minutes away. And so it was an event with It Cosmetics. I had RSVP'd yes, and I was so excited that they were local, and like what a great opportunity to be able to go with my peers and to get a custom hat, and just the whole experience of very Dallas and very fun and very Western. And, you know, just see the girls from It Cosmetics, which I love. And something came up, and of course I had to show up and be mom, even though I had already secured that freedom for the day. I had to step in, and that's, you know, that's my role in some person's lives at the moment. And so I don't mind when I get called upon to do what my responsibility is, but I was definitely disappointed. So when I was telling Parker about it, he was like, well, you know, we need an idea of what to do for anniversary. So he's actually going to take me to that custom hat shop, and we're going to see if I find anything that I like. He's actually getting ready. Daniel's also getting ready. And so I thought that while we wait, we'll assemble our little dress form together. Oh, speaking of dresses, so this is my Walmart dress. I showed it to you guys, I think last summer, but I just discovered the cutest thing. So you guys know shapewear is awesome. You can wear it under dresses, blah, blah, blah. It makes you feel awesome. It makes you feel secure. They're, you know, firming, tightening, smoothing, whatever. But, you know, sometimes you don't want to invest in shapewear. Other times you don't want to buy a single purpose thing to have in your closet or your wardrobe. And it's nice to be able to kind of flirt with boundaries when it comes to wardrobe, because why invest in something super expensive like shapewear if you're not going to need shapewear that often, or if it's not in your budget, or you feel some type of way about shapewear? I know there's a lot of people that feel very restricted in shapewear. So anyway, what I had been doing in the past was just using my bike shorts, like my Pilates shorts, for under dresses. But I recently discovered these skirt shorts. Let me show you. So sorry, I'm about to show the internet my semi-tan legs, but these little skirts from Amazon, they have like that, I don't know why this waistline is so popular with, you know, from American Eagle. The Aerie line made this type of waistline super it doesn't do anything for me, but if you like it, it comes with that. But they are like micro bike shorts, so they're not super long. Like my bike shorts are usually down here, but these are really small, but it's a little skirt. It has pockets, rather, I think it has pockets on this side. Here's my pocket. So it has a little pocket. So I don't know if you wanted to hide your knife or your phone or whatever. You have a little pocket. But it's a really cute skirt. So you wear it under a dress, and not only does it add volume, but it also doesn't need to be worn under a dress. So when you want to look cute but sporty, it's still a functional piece in your closet. So I've told you guys a million times, I'm 5'10 and a half, 5'11", and you could see how long it is. So it's a pretty cute, decent, but still mom length to be able to wear. I don't know why that was important to share right now. Maybe because we're talking about the dress form and I'm wearing a dress, but this is a Walmart dress. It sold out immediately last year. I don't know if it's back in stock. I'll certainly check for you guys, but let's see what we have. I hope this isn't hard. I figured it would be really easy, just like snap, 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 put together. Baby, are you ready? Yeah. Okay, we're not leaving yet. I just want to make sure you're on point. Just want to make sure that we're ready to go, and I'm not talking to my friends over here, and then homeboy isn't ready yet. Okay, so it's supposed to look like that. And while I do have an affinity towards everything white, beige, light, bright colors, I thought the black one would be better because it'll make whatever's on there pop or stand out with the contrast. Wow, the dress form is super light, you guys, like lightweight. This is Sally. We're gonna have to borrow these for a weekend. She's gonna make my clothes look so much better. Let me tell you guys. Okay, so this I can do. This just goes a little screw on the top there. Okay. Then I'm assuming we just pop one of these. It's so comfortable. It reminds me so much of being little. Wearing shorts under a dress or a skirt. Just gives you so much more freedom, you know what I mean? Like to move around and not feel so, there's no hole for this. I think I just squeeze really hard. Okay, wait, did I do that right? I think I did. So we got Sally with her stick. Oh, this is really easy, look. So you just take off this little round piece and then you slide in. It's like the perfect fit. Wow. They really do just make everything to order online so easy. My mom used to sew. One of the million thousand hobbies she picked up and like never followed through on when I was growing up. She sewed a lot and she had a dress form. I still remember it was like a mulberry color, but it had like these weird knobs and contraptions on the sides where you could make the mannequin like different like sizes or widths, or like if she was chestier or fuller or whatever, had a less of a waist. And it was just so fascinating to me because I remember thinking, wow, like this mannequin could have all kinds of body types instead of what you see at the store, just like the standard classic size 4 that you see everywhere, you know? Okay, so we got the legs. All right, Sally, put you in here. Do you just shove her in? Huh, I guess you do. You just, and that's it. Let's see how tall our friend is. Okay, look, she's my peer. Who wore it better, Parker? It's a tough decision, isn't it?
Yeah, you have a better figure.
It's maybe because she has no legs. So this will be super nifty, right? Just put stuff on here, take a couple pictures, list it on Posh, and then if I look like I'm about to set my house on fire because summer is driving me nuts, it won't matter because you don't need to see this. You'll just see Sally. Useful, right?
Hey guys, it's about 11:30. So, do you guys remember I told you it was about an hour away? That was misinformation. It's an hour and a half away. So by the time we are done doing this incredibly romantic adventure, we'll have been sitting in the car for 3 hours. And for those of you that are wondering, 635 is still under construction. I think by now it's been about 89 years. So we are in a small town. It's a small town, right? Mm-hmm. Called Canton. And it's pretty cute. I mean, we drove and drove and drove. I was like, are we going to see your mom? Did I forget my suitcase? So it's a small town called Canton. The hat shop is called Brick and Brim, right? Brick and Brim Company. And like I told you guys, I found this brand because of It Cosmetics, about that event that I was supposed to go to. Man, I'm still salty because I was so excited. Usually with events, I'm not like super excited. Oh, it's this Canton Town Square. I'll have to show you guys a little snippet of that. This reminds me of like downtown Frisco. It's like,
yeah, it's very old. This is where they do the once a month Bonnie and Clyde Trade Days, which is like one of the largest flea markets in Texas.
oh, we should come. I love flea markets. It's like treasure. So yeah, it's small. It's like 2 blocks. Is it here? Yeah, it's right here. Oh my God, that is so interesting. Let me show you guys. You see this little shop? This is where we're going. But like, that's what the whole town looks like. So I guess we're gonna park anywhere. Really excited. How do people find out about her? I wonder if it's like an online thing. Is she more online?
Well, you told me about her.
Yeah, well, I wonder how It Cosmetics found out about her. I mean, this is like a major cosmetics brand, and they find out about this little place in Canton, Texas. Canton, Texas. I'm very excited. Super excited. Oh, look, City Hall. Hold on. There you go. That's all of City Hall. Got the flag. I wonder if the flea market is here, like in this little grassy area.
No.
Is it huge?
It's acres and acres.
Acres! Okay, you guys, so we made it to Brick and Brim. Look at that. But we just learned that they're moving. So they are actually moving locations. So when you see this vlog, they will probably be in the process of moving, but just they're going to stay here. But it's going to be it's going to look a little bit different. But look at what we came up with. Look at the little paws. Aren't those so cute? And then Parker and I got matching cowboy hats. They're like this beautiful, what is it, like a camel brown with a little feather and then a little cross. But I think I'm going to change the placement. I think I want to put it maybe where the feathers are, almost like a clasp. Isn't that cute? Look, we got the little paws for, well, you guys know for who. But you guys, it's been such a fun experience. So I'll make sure to link their website because I think you can buy online, right? Yes. So you can order online. She has these beautiful, like floral, actually, I think Parker has it pulled up on his phone. These adorable floral designs that she does by hand. Here it is. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? So I'll make sure to link the shop. If you guys are in Texas, you have to come check it out.
Brickandbrim.com.
Brickandbrim.com. Instagram probably too, maybe?
Yes.
Instagram, so you guys can check it out. It's been so fun, and it was cool to do it for our anniversary because now we can be like super dorky and have matching hats. I'll show you how amazing we look in a little bit. Good morning, happy Sunday. It's about 9 o'clock. We just walked in the door because we went to have delicious breakfast. You know what I forgot to do? I broke my cardinal rule, you guys. I forgot to do my AG1 bottle last night, like, you know, put it in the fridge. And I also forgot to take it this morning. So we're gonna do it now. And Sophia wants to say hello. And say hi to your friends. Say hi, friends. What's up? Oh, well, that was rude. Say hi, give me a kiss. Come on. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Oh, wow. That's my girl. So yesterday we got home. We had like this massive detour on the way home, the hour-and-a-half drive. And I can't remember if I showed you guys a close-up of my hat. I can't find it. Where did Parker put it? Here it is. So we went on this massive detour. We ended up like towards downtown. Look at this beauty. Isn't that stunning? See the little cross, the two feathers. There's like a bunch of little, I think there's 2 ribbons, 2 little suede straps, and like a little gold chain. Isn't
that beautiful? On the drive home, what a little paw prints. On the drive home, I was telling Parker, I'm like, we really need to look up like cowboy hat etiquette, because there's a whole world out there of what the rules are when you're wearing a cowboy hat. I don't know if you guys knew that, but there's like a whole official way of wearing it, putting it down, taking it down, and all that stuff. So we got this massive detour. We came home and just died. Like we just tuckered out. It was just a super lazy afternoon. We didn't even eat dinner. Like we laid down, we watched the new Hitman movie, which was awful. Do not watch it. Waste of time. Holy mackerel. And we showered and went to bed. So we got up this morning, thanks to Miss Sophia, and Parker got called. We thought he had to go into work, so we just woke up, got up, and then he didn't. He got, what is it called when you get called, but then they say don't come anymore? Disregarded. That would trigger all my traumas if I got disregarded. I get sad when the parents don't respond to me on Game Changer. I feel disregarded. So he got disregarded, so I was like, you know, there's only one right answer right now. And he's like, go back to bed. I'm like, do you even know me? He's like, eat. I'm like, there it is. So we went to have breakfast at Barney's. It's one of our favorite breakfast places close by. And then we just got home. And so around 2 or 3, we have to go to a pool party for Daniel's new team, like for his new season. So not really excited about that because I'm currently in like one of my least favorite states of getting a sunburn, which is like peeling. You know, it's one of those things like when you have a baby, like you forget really, really quickly. That's why God makes babies so cute, but you forget about how bloated you get, how uncomfortable you get, how you have to pee so often, how you can't sleep, the cravings are weird, you're irritable, all the bad stuff you forget because your baby's real cute, right? And then so you get the courage or like you get brave to do it again. The same thing happens with the tan. You get a tan, you feel great, you're awesome, you love how you look, but you very quickly forget that first it hurts, then it gets itchy, then you peel, then it's uneven. Like it takes a while for it to actually be somewhat awesome. So I'm gonna put my fancy tripod here so that I can stop this and actually do what I'm supposed to do. But you guys, if you have been on the fence, if you have been meaning to try, if you've heard it in every podcast you listen to or every YouTube ad or whatever that pops up about AG1, I'm serious, you guys. Whether you're looking into your vitamin and mineral intake, whether you are looking for having or improving your gut health, whether you are looking to improve your energy or maybe kick caffeine. Like we were at breakfast today and I was like, can I have some decaf, please? And she looked at me like I said, can I have your baby? But it's such a good feeling, just that steady flow of just normal energy, no spikes, just feeling good. It helps with your immunity. It's awesome. So if you don't want to believe your online bestie, I mean, just the research itself just kind of shows that for us. You know what I will never do again though? Do you remember a few vlogs ago where I had that accidental AG1 explosion in my kitchen? That's why we use the bottle now, you guys. That's why we use the bottle. And it's cool because you get your little bottle, you get the canister so you can keep it in the fridge. So like the individual packets don't have to be in the fridge because they're sealed. It's the minute you open like the big pouch, this comes in a pouch originally. So when you open the pouch, you got to put it somewhere where you can have it airtight. And then you get the little scoopy scoop. You get a choice about how much water you want to do. For me, the 8 ounces is a really good amount because it holds me accountable to actually finish it. If I were to do any more of that, I'll just set it down, I'll walk away, I'll forget. So the 8 ounces is good to just do it in one portion. So you get your little scooper, you put it in here, put this back, put this here. And also I verified this is dishwasher safe. So just put it in here, shake it up, put this away, make sure you put it away, seal it up real good. And if you use a straw, I don't know what it is for me, but drinking things with straws always just make it much more exciting. Anyway, you guys, that is it for this weekend vlog. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed hanging out with me. It was a long one, but I've missed you guys. And let me know what your favorite part about this vlog was. I'll make sure to list and link any of the places we went to, anything we did, anything we were wearing, our friends at Brick and Brim, and most certainly AG1. If you guys decide to finally try AG1, you will be able to get the 5 free travel packets, like the ones I showed you. Do you remember? I'm so excited about our trip, you guys. It just seems like it's closer and closer. So you will get the 5 packs of the AG1 travel packets. So you can take AG1 on your vacation this summer, and you'll also get a year's supply of the D3 plus K supplement. So, all right, you guys, I have kept you on the hook long enough. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys. Cheers.